Okay, welcome back from your break. So, do you have an answer for me now?
I think it's believing in yourself that you can do it, because I think that believing in yourself is better than many other things, and I think that if you believe in yourself, you can do it. So you don't need to see anyone else prove that you can do it.
Okay, now remember the question is about seeing someone do it, do the impossible, or knowing what you want to become. I'm not talking about believing in yourself, but just knowing it, having a mental picture of what you want to do, or seeing someone else prove that that stuff is possible. Of course, I understand why you would go into believing in yourself, but I don't want us to slant towards that too much for now. So just knowing what you want to do and thinking, okay, maybe having a plan on how to get it done. Do you think is more is stronger than seeing someone else prove that it is possible or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes to what?
Knowing what you want to do is stronger than seeing somebody do something that looks impossible.
Now, if everyone around you said something was impossible, what would make you continue believing it was possible?
Sorry, I didn't
I mean,
see you.
everyone around you. Okay, so I'll repeat the question. I said, if everyone around you said something was impossible, what would make you continue believing it was possible?
Probably if I think that this thing I want to do it, but other people don't. They said it's impossible. Then I would analyze the thing I want to do, and then see how many possibilities that prove that it can be done, and how many possibilities prove that it can't be done, and then if one of them has more proof, then I will do that. So if the for side has more proof, then I will do it. If the against side has more proof, then I won't do it.
Okay, so you're saying you would weigh the probability of success again. Is that what you're saying?
What?
Like you're saying that you would weigh the probability of success again, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You would weigh out possibilities or out probabilities for you to succeed at it, or for whatever it is you're planning to do to be possible. Okay, that's a good one. It's fine. Now, talking about the same thing, I think that there are some psychological situations or concepts that some people could use with this, and one of them is what we call the forbidden fruit effect. forbidden fruit effect. And I'm going to write that down for you. The forbidden fruit. Have you heard about the forbidden fruit before? Any kind of story, the forbidden fruit?
No.
So the forbidden fruit is like is a concept where you're told to not do something, okay? But the fact that you are told to not do it now makes it more attractive or valuable to you, simply because it's restricted and it's off limits, you know. For example, now I've been told this. Now I can say this in retrospect. When I was in school, when I was in high school, we were forbidden from leaving the school premises to go eat outside the school. Okay? So now the food we were being served in school was quite good. Right? But the fact that we were forbidden from going outside to buy food or to get food made us feel, okay, maybe the food outside is better.
Okay.
So a lot of us would sneak out of school, right, to buy the food, and will eventually come back and say, the food outside is better. But when you eventually leave the school, you don't feel like eating that same food outside. Why? Because it just feels normal. So what made the food outside more attractive was not any other thing than the fact that it was forbidden. And when something is forbidden, it looks more attractive to people. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So that same concept can be applied here, where some people will feel, because they think it's against the norm for a woman to fly, so I'll fly. Now, that is also quite related to the spite motivation, okay? Which is called, the popular way that is referred to is, what's it called again now? Proving them wrong. Spite motivation. Proving people wrong. Oh, you think it's not possible? Well, I'll prove you wrong. I'll tell you it's possible. Now, yeah, that can also just come into play, right? Spite motivation. All right, I think there's one more. Maybe we have one or two more psychological concepts that can talk about this, but we won't go into that today. Let's go on. The canary. The canary. Can you read this, please?
Years after saying no wagers, to the whole idea of planes, when Amelia eventually got to be a passenger in one, she became obsessed with them. She took flying lessons and saved up enough money to buy her own plane, which she called the Canary because it was small and yellow. It's lucky it wasn't long and brown, otherwise she might have called it the Flying Poo. Do you know there are children reading this?
No. The Flying Poo. All right. Now let's look at the question here. What practical steps did Amelia take to turn her obsession with flying into a reality? Can you answer the question?
It took some steps. First, she had to learn how to fly, and secondly, she had to buy a plane, and she had to buy a plane for herself, because I guess she just didn't enjoy sitting in the I said Chinese. Just being a passenger in one. So she had to buy a plane herself, and
Eh?
Yeah, so first she had to learn how to fly it. Second, she had to use her money to afford it, and she has to be brave about it. If she's not brave enough, she might scream and go and rotate around in the plane, and that would be bad.
Okay. Now, I want you to notice something, which is very crucial. Now, in the first instance, she did not like flying planes. She did not want to fly planes. But she eventually became obsessed with the same thing. Why do you think she changed her mind? What do you think changed her mind?
Maybe she finally got to ride one of those things and found out it was actually pretty enjoyable.
Okay. So can we say experience can change your mind? Can we say that?
Yes.
Good. Experience can change your mind in a good way. Sometimes, if you're not careful, it might be the kind of bad changing of the mind, but experience can be a very good mind changer. Okay, so now going further into this, let's say two people, like there's a hypothetical situation. Two people both say they want to become pilots, and one talks about it every day. The other quietly studies, saves money, and takes lessons. Who do you think wants it more?
I think the quiet one wants it more.
Why do you think so?
Because the quiet one is learning. Even if it's quiet, it's learning. But the other is just talking about it, and it's not. And he's not really actually trying to learn about it. So that's why I choose the quiet one.
I get what you're saying. It makes all the sense. So does that mean that we can measure how much someone wants something by what they actually do? Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. One of the words I saw there I can see here is this word, obsessed. Do you know what it means to be obsessed with something?
Yeah, that means that you just really like it and just it really likes it and wants to do a lot of things and has a lot of things about it. Like maybe if someone is fascinated with bears, maybe they have bear-themed tables and they have bear plushes and they have bear-themed beds and they have bear-themed pillows.
Yeah. So just basically being extremely interested in something, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we could also talk about this word called dedication. Dedication. Do you know what dedication means?
Nope.
Well, dedication is when you continue to give time and effort to something. That means you're dedicated to that thing or to that person. I think one of the things I heard when I was in college was that love is dedication. So when you love something, you're dedicated to it. That means you continue to spend a lot of time and effort on that thing or that person. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, slide 5.
Yay.
Just baggage. And I think you said it last time, but it makes you, when you hear baggage now, it makes you think about someone. Who is that?
Someone that's probably not really.
Ada Lovelace's mentor. Do you remember Ada Lovelace's mentor?
Oh, yeah.
Charles Babbage.
Yeah, Charles Babbage. Cabbage.
Please. All right, just Babbage. Let's go on. Let's read.
In 1928, there was a huge search to find the first woman to fly across the Atlantic. Amelia was chosen. There was one catch. She wasn't allowed to do any of the flying herself. She would only be the passenger while some men flew the plane. Amelia went along for the ride, but wasn't very impressed, seeing I was just baggage, like a sack of potatoes. She decided she wanted to fly across the Atlantic all on her own. This is really literal,
Wow.
this picture.
Wow. A baggage like a sack of potatoes. Yeah. This is really daunting. Right. This is really, really, really daunting. Now read the question.
How does the sack of potatoes comparison help us understand Amelia's frustration? Because, like, if you imagine a sack of potatoes just sitting there, it would, if you were a sack of potatoes, you would be very bored. And you and Amelia are both human species. So there's no, maybe if you imagine yourself being a sack of potatoes, maybe you would understand how frustrated Amelia would feel.
All right. Now, I would have you know that Amelia Earhart was not the first person to fly solo and non-stop across the Atlantic. She was the second person. Or she was the first woman. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. The first person was a man called Charles. Sorry, let me look it up. Okay. Charles Lindbergh. Okay? Charles Lindbergh. He was the first person. But, it was the norm. What made Amelia's feat much more memorable than Charles's own? Can you answer that question? What made Amelia's feat? Is there a problem?
Yeah, there's something wrong with,
With the what?
So there's a robot that was under the blanket this whole time, and it's singing, and yeah. So I'm really sorry, but can you say that again?
Okay, sure, no problem. So I want to ask you a question. I said Charles Lindbergh was the first person to fly solo across the Atlantic. So if Amelia Earhart was the second, she was the second person. So why do you think her achievement is much more memorable than Charles's achievement?
Maybe it's because that Amelia Earhart is a woman and Charles is a man. And only men are allowed to fly planes, right? So that's just kind of normal. But Amelia's a woman, so that's kind of extraordinary.
Okay. Now, this brings us to... So I want us to go back to a question I asked before when we were talking about why Amelia did what she did. Now, I mentioned spite, motivation, I mentioned the forbidden fruit effect and all that. Now, if someone treats you as incapable, should you prove them wrong, or should you ignore them completely? What do you think?
It depends. If they're like trying to purposely saying that, just trying to make me sad, then I will ignore them. But if they're like, if they really mean that, then I would probably try to prove them that I can do more than they think. But I think I need to take my time to do that. If that's really bad. Oh, sorry, not bad. Really hard.
If it's really hard, okay. So it's not even the difficulty of the issue that's in question here. Do you think proving someone wrong is a good reason to succeed?
It can be a reason to succeed. I think it's just neutral. It's not overly good, but it's not extremely good, but it's not extremely bad. It's just neutral.
Okay. All right. So which one is stronger? Succeeding because you believe in yourself, or succeeding because someone told you that you couldn't do it? Which one do you think is stronger?
I think it's believing in yourself, because only if you can believe in yourself that you can do it, then you can do it. And when someone says that you cannot do it, it's not like you have to prove them wrong. You can ignore them if you want.
Okay. All right. Now let's just have a brief overview, because we're about wrapping up the class in less than 3 minutes. We've seen Amelia Earhart, seeing how that she didn't like planes. Then she became interested, right? Then she faced some expectations, right? Then she walked towards flying, and of course she was treated as baggage.
Yeah.
Right. Now, which of these moments would you say was the most important in creating the Amelia Earhart we remember today? Was it when she didn't like the planes, or when she became interested, or when she faced the expectations, or when she worked towards the flying, or when she was treated as a baggage? Which of these moments do you think was most important in creating the Amelia Earhart that we all learn about and remember today?
I think that it's when she was working hard to buy a plane, because that's where she is so that's when she was going to take off, and she had to think really clearly, so even if she wasn't really confident, she still bought this plane, so that means that she wasn't doing that just because she was obsessed with it for today, not tomorrow. And so that's why I think that it's when she worked hard and bought a plane named Canary.
Okay, so does this mean that you're saying that it's a normal effect, that the more you work, or the more she worked on her goal, the more she wanted to achieve it, or the more she sacrificed for her goal, the more she wanted to achieve it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, yeah, we've got to end the class now because we're just at the end. All right. Now, I'd like you to think about this question. Now, I have homework for you, okay, but I'll send it to your dad and then he'll give it to you, okay?
Okay.
Before our class on Thursday. So, but homework for you is this. My final question for you is this. Does believing in yourself mean believing you can do anything? Or does it mean believing you can keep trying even when you might fail?
I think it's believing when you can keep trying even if you might fail, because I thought like a lot of people, they all said that you shouldn't give up, and yes, you shouldn't give up. That's true.
Okay. I think we'll talk more about this in the next class. I want to ask some further questions. So we have to go now because our time is up. And I'll send your assignment or your homework to your dad. Please don't forget to get it from him. Well, it's not something impossible. It's basically about one thing people might tell you that you can't do, and then you now talk about it. Okay?
Okay. You can write this. You can also write this. The question you just asked me down as well. So next time I don't forget.
Okay, no problem. See you on Thursday. Thank you, Ivanka, for coming to class. It's always a pleasure having you and seeing you and chatting with you and seeing Mr. Steve with you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Okay, see you.
你自己猜出来了，我还想看他说。